You know, before I get into the meat of this video, here's a few things that I need to say up front that will, of course, serve as the intro to this masterpiece. And, of course, you have seen the title. Now I'm going to attempt to get through this video without producing anything that will cause the video to be flagged. And the reason why this is going to be an exercise for me is because this situation pisses me off. It pisses me off. I mean, to witness what has happened to that brother R. Kelly, it really pisses me off. And I'm going to give you my politically correct version here. You know, when we get it down in the center, in the hole, we coming straight down the center of the plate. And I'm going to tell you, if you request this weekend's Rabbit Hole production, you might want to tighten your chin strap. This video is not going to be for the weak of heart. And it most certainly will not be for anybody who has sensitive ears. And for you men who are married, when I show you this photo that I'm going to show you in the hole, you might want to make sure this ain't your wife. And that's all I'm going to say about the photo. I'm not going to go no further than that. But you might want to check and make sure this ain't your queen. But this is all hypocrisy, man. It's just all blatant hypocrisy. Again, I'm gonna try to get through this. I'm gonna try. But you know what it is, second nature like breathing. If you want the R. Kelly verdict straight down the center of the plate, and you want to check and make sure this photo that I'm gonna show you ain't your wife, send me an email. I'm gonna certainly get you the link. I've said this in many videos. When it comes down to hypocrisy. And I told y'all rather, that whenever your behavior does not coincide with your rhetoric, it's at that point we can classify you as a hypocrite. Or at least being hypocritical. Whenever the things that you say are not supported by the things that you do, God damn it, you're a hypocrite. And there's no better example of hypocrisy, of selective outrage, than what you will see in this R. Kelly verdict. I mean, you got all these black women making all these goddamn videos. They haven't even brushed off the mute R. Kelly. Y'all remember that? Right after the so-called documentary, there was this movement of mute R. Kelly. And now that he has been convicted, you have these sisters making videos applauding his conviction as if he's the biggest sexual deviant in the black community. And this is hypocrisy, man. This is blatant hypocrisy and selective outrage. Because y'all know where I'm at when it comes down to the black pastor. I mean, at this point, I don't even think that's even up for debate anymore. I mean, you have no bigger sexual deviant, manipulator, thief, liar, deceiver than the black pastor. That very same guy who is going to stand up in the pulpit and preach. But yet, these sisters have taken R. Kelly and they are applauding his conviction and they're placing him in that slot of the black pastor that he has held that spot for years. And the irony, man, I'm telling you, the utter irony in this shit. And this is what really fucking pisses me off. The utter irony in this shit is that both of these individuals, R. Kelly, the black pastor, are supported by the very same black women who's running around acting as if they're victims. Whenever your behavior is not aligned with your rhetoric, you are a hypocrite. Period. So for all the sisters that we have on this Negro sector of YouTube, and I'm watching the videos, I'm just sitting back watching them, laughing. And the one sister in particular that I'm going to take down into the hole is this sister Leandra, formerly Successful Ladies Live. She's one I'm going to take down in the hole. Yeah, you've been subbing to the hole. I need to see you. Because here we have yet again one of these so-called divestors. You know, women who've said they hashtag divested from the black community. They don't deal with the black community. You know, I've got me a Brad or whatever. But all of their commentary is on what? Black men, the dysfunction in the black community. And she is one who made a video on R. Kelly, applauding the conviction of R. Kelly. It's long overdue. So, and I'm looking at all of these videos from these sisters, not only on YouTube, but on things that said on Facebook, Instagram, all over social media. I'm just sitting back in the clouds watching this shit, looking at the utter hypocrisy. And I have a question for them. I have a question for all of them. And again, like I said, I'm going to deal with this politically correct, but in the whole, man, listen, man. Oh, my Lord, Jesus. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all better tighten it up. Tighten it up. But listen, I have a question for these sisters. And my question is to Leandra and her ilk. How did R. Kelly become an R&B superstar? And I know the dumb nigga gonna say, well, you know, because he made R&B music. No. I know this is gonna fly over y'all's heads. So let me say it another way. So let me just go on and exegete it and break it down to its lowest common denominator so that you can actually understand what I'm saying. The sexual allegations against R. Kelly spanned his entire adult career. Starting back in 1994 with Aaliyah. And the interesting thing that came out during the trial was that how he obtained a fake ID for Aaliyah saying that she was 18 so he could marry her from a black woman, a black welfare worker, probably one of these fat caseworkers that work at these county welfare offices. And he paid that woman $500 to produce a fake ID for Aaliyah so that he could marry her, say that she was 18. That's 1994. Every other year, there was a different allegation against this dude. I mean, the allegations, he's in court, out of court, settling cases, dealing with cases. He's in and out of court dealing with these sexual allegations his entire career. So since the sexual allegations against R. Kelly were well documented, beginning again in 1994 with Aaliyah and spanning to the present day when they actually arrested him, with these sexual allegations hovering over him his entire career, and based upon what y'all say, because y'all say y'all got a problem with his deviant behavior. That's why y'all are applauding his conviction. So now if y'all have a problem with his deviant behavior, his deviant sexual behavior, listen, let's make no mistakes about this, man. He is a sexual deviant. I'm not denying that. But now, the hypocrisy is, if these allegations hovered over his head his entire career, and y'all say y'all got a problem with his sexual deviance, how did he become a megastar? How? Who bought his music? Who attended his concerts? Who booty clapped and twerked in his videos? Who? Who? I mean, see, at some point, you have to understand, when your rhetoric does not align itself with what you do, you are a hypocrite. And for those of y'all, I'm not the one. I'm not the one who attend those family functions. Y'all know where I'm at. I'm not going to no family function. Fuck that. My mother passed in 98, 2011 rather. Father died in 98. 2011, my mother passed. My family has a family reunion every year. That year that she passed, man, my sister, who's a year ahead of me, we're actually close, she had to stay in my ear. You got to come. You got to come. It would be, don't do that. You got to. She stayed in on me because she knew I'm not coming there. Because my aunts wanted to take a family photo because their sister had just passed. And I was like, I ain't coming there for that. I ain't coming there for that. I don't attend those family functions. Half of them I don't trust, the other half I don't like. So I don't attend those functions. So when y'all have y'all barbecues and grandmama and them have her cookout and y'all doing the monorail and stepping in love, to who? R. Kelly. R. Kelly. But wait a minute. How's y'all stepping in the name of love, doing the monorail at the family cookout to R. Kelly, a sexual deviant? Who everybody knows. It's not a secret. It's not hidden. It's well documented. He has had sexual allegations placed against him his entire adult career. And since y'all say y'all got a big problem with, his deviant behavior, my question is, how did he become a megastar? Who bought his music? Who attended his concerts? Who booty clapped in his videos? Who? And then we have these hoteps. These fake online niggas, these motherfuckers, so they want to come out and they will say, well, he abused little girls, and we're standing up for children. Well, wait a minute, man, stop. Y'all can't sell me with that bullshit, you fake pro-blacks, you red, black, and greens, back to Africa, black first Negroes. Y'all can't sell that to me. if y'all love and care so much about young black children, why is it that y'all don't have anything to say about the black boys that have been destroyed at the hands of their mother? Y'all don't say nothing about that. Y'all know the woman who told the world, I can rear my son into men, and clearly has failed? Y'all don't say nothing about that. But yet y'all want me to believe y'all care so much about children. No, that's poppycock. Whenever your behavior does not align itself with your rhetoric, God damn it, you a hypocrite. Which don't come as no surprise to me. This ain't news to me. I already know this is a race full of hypocritical ass niggas. I mean, wait. Hold on, y'all. That's getting a little close. Let me take a sip of this, because we don't want to go there. Plus, I'm behind in my means. God damn it. I didn't want to go there, and I'm also behind in my means. But now, R. Kelly performing at a concert. He asked the women in the audience, do y'all want to touch my bulge? And you see the results. You see the results. From women who are aghast. Oh, I'm so glad that he's convicted. He's a sexual deviant. Why, he's a sexual predator. And y'all see the image? It ain't doctored. It ain't doctored. Well, I mean, I did do a little bit of my work in there, just to make the point. But this image is readily available, man. This is no secret, man, that you have women grabbing the crotch of R. Kelly during a concert. Look at him. Look at your queen. Look at the backbone of the black community. Look at him. But now these are the same women that will go out and make videos applauding his conviction. Wait a minute. Wait. You were at the concert. You were the one who took your panties off, and that's for the ones who wore panties. And I know I'm getting. Let me stop, because that's actually whole. Because that's really pushing the envelope. I'm really going up to the edge, y'all. I told y'all I'm gonna try, but matter of fact, just scratch that from the record, because that's whole. That's definitely whole, man. We erase that from the record. Let's go back to something that I can't say in this video. We'll deal with that in whole. They grabbing the guy's crotch. If you can't see the utter hypocrisy in this, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you, man. And then, if you really want to know what's the I guess the cherry on top of the sundae. Now, we all remember the sex tape. Like I said, the sexual allegations against R. Kelly spanned his entire adult career. And we remember the infamous sex tape where he's urinating on the underage girls. Now, this here, you gonna have to really let this one sink in. He's awaiting trial. He's awaiting trial. Now, we know he denied that was him in that tape. Hey, listen, I'm on your side, R. Kelly, but that was you in that tape. I mean, hey, look, it is what it is, man. I mean, look, like I said, I'm not denying the fact that he's a sexual deviant. That is not I'm not defending that. So I know somebody gonna you make the video, oh, he's defending him, and no, I'm talking about the hypocrisy. The utter hypocrisy of these sisters who are calling him a sexual deviant, calling him a predator. And if y'all have such a disdain for his sexual deviance that spanned his entire career, how did he become an R&B sensation? Somebody had to buy his music. Somebody had to attend his concerts. Somebody had to booty clap and twerk in his videos. Who was that? So at what point do we not say that y'all are complicit? Y'all created him. Y'all created, it's just like Dr. Frankenstein. Dr. Frankenstein created the monster. It was his creation. So now when the monster started wreaking havoc, Dr. Frankenstein couldn't go to somebody else and say, well, you know, it's your fault. What is this monster doing? Well, wait a minute. They were asking, wait a minute, Doc. You the one that created him. And not only did you create him, you went out and gave him a brain. He's your creation. So at what point do we not say you are complicit? Likewise with the sisters, how do y'all sit back as if y'all's hands are clean in this when y'all created him? Now back to the sex tape. Shit. Utter hypocrisy, man. When this brother was sitting, waiting trial for that sex tape where he's urinating on those young girls, he's awaiting trial, y'all. And y'all's black organization, the NAACP, you got to let this sink in, man. The NAACP, while R. Kelly is awaiting trial, the NAACP nominates R. Kelly for an Image Award. Okay, and that may fly over some of y'all's head because some of y'all may not be aware of what the Image Award is. It's a big shindig for blacks. And they hand these awards out, and I'm paraphrasing, but the criteria to be nominated for Image Award is an African American who projects a positive image in their field, be it athletics, be it in his field, R&B, music, sports, entertainment. I mean, you know, if you project a positive image, the NAACP will offer you an Image Award. That's the criteria for receiving the Image Award. R. Kelly, in a sex tape, urinating on underage girls, awaiting trial for this act, is nominated for an Image Award by y'all's NAACP. The criteria to receive that Image Award is an African American who projects a positive image. I can't make this shit up. I mean, at some point, man, you just have to sit back and say, listen, goddammit, he's right. And don't take my words on nothing that I just told you. Go look it up for yourself. Just go Google R. Kelly NAACP Image Award. Go look it up for yourself. Don't take my words on nothing I'm telling you. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. This is utter hypocrisy. This is utter hypocrisy, man, that y'all actually sat back and this dude has became a R&B sensation. And y'all are complicit because he became an R&B sensation. Because why? Because y'all supported him. Y'all attended his concerts. Y'all threw y'all's panties on the stage. Y'all threw y'all's thongs on the stage, men and women. Y'all went out and booty clapped in his videos, men and women. Y'all supported this dude. And now y'all want to wash y'all hands of him and take a step back as if y'all have nothing to do. And y'all have everything to do with him. Y'all are complicit. Whatever your behavior does not align itself with your rhetoric, you are a hypocrite. And that's the position the majority of these women who's making these videos about R. Kelly are in. They run around as if they always hated this dude. What if y'all always hated him? How did he become a star? If y'all truly had disdain for that kind of behavior, and we know that y'all don't. I know y'all ask me, well, man, how do you know they don't? How do you know? I'm glad you asked that. That's a good question. You want to know how I know they don't? And this takes me back to my first meme. I'm glad you asked that. Because they don't have a problem with the biggest. See, man, we talk about the biggest sexual deviant in the black community is the black pastor. And y'all remember the late Bishop Eddie Long, man? Hell, when Eddie Long, he became, and I reference this every time I talk to people about Bishop Eddie Long. And those of y'all who's from Atlanta, y'all know this. Lithonia, Georgia is not the hood. It's a suburb. It's a nice area. It's not, it's not the hood by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, it could have gotten to be that now. I haven't been there in a while, but when I was there, it's a upper middle class neighborhood. And that's where his New Birth Church was. So he has a mega church, man. And he's dealing with all of these big butt, big booty, these sisters that you see twerking and gyrating on Instagram. If you see me slaying in the street, I'm just doing my job. All these college educated AKAs, Sigma Gamma hoes, Sigma Gamma Rho's and Deltas and all these, I had to take that shot at Sigma Gamma Rho's because I know one and we have never been on good terms, so I had to take that shot there. She watched the video, she gonna know who she is. But anyway, the AKA Sigma Gamma Rho's, the Deltas, all these other fraternities, sororities, and all these sisters attend this church, man. So you're talking about some upper echelon, top-notch heifers that a lot of you brothers will go to prison trying to get with. This is who is at his church. But Eddie Long is such a sexual deviant that big booty don't turn him on no more. So when she comes gyrating down the center aisle on Sunday morning to put in her tithe, he ain't looking at her. He's looking back at the back of the church at her son that she left sitting back there. He's fooling around with her sons. This is how much of a sexual deviant he was. With all of that pussy. Wait. Man, shit. With all of those ladies in his church, he's going after the boys. And when he settled that case out of court with those boys, I think it was 3 or 4 of them that he settled, that he was dealing with. What did the sisters at New Birth do? They didn't vote him out. They didn't tell him you got to go. It's time for you to pack your shit, Pastor. No. They held a service and they crowned that coon a king. A sexual predator. A deviant. A sexual deviant. They crowned him a king. So when I listen to this rhetoric about R. Kelly, I can't take it serious. Not for one, because I know that y'all are complicit. Y'all created R. Kelly. Y'all created R. Kelly. I mean, what black woman for $500, man? I mean, you mean to try to tell me, black woman, you love black children so much. You love the black community and black children, and you just a caring provider and protector of black children. You love them so much that for $500, you're willing to go create a fake ID for a girl who was underage to marry this dude. I think he was in his late 20s at the time, 27, 28, so that she can marry him and lie and say she was 18. You did all that for $500. $500. I couldn't even buy 2 boxes of Camacho Triple Maduro cigars with that. Well, depending on where I got them. And, you know, if I go to Cigar International, if I went to Thompson's, let me scratch that, because I actually could get it done. I actually could get it done. So it would be precedent. I might have to, you know, I might be able to get 2 for that. But I wouldn't have anything left. I mean, that's it. You get 2 boxes of cigars, that's all you got coming. And that's precedent. Because if you buy a box, they're going to give you a discount. So yeah, you could pull that off. Yeah, you would pull that off for $500. Yeah, 2 of them. 2 boxes of Camacho Triple Maduros. Yeah, you could pull that off for $500. But anyway, back to the video. She did all that for $500. $500, that's it. And since that moment in 1994 where he married Aaliyah, everybody knew it. Everybody knew she was underage. Everybody knew he was lying about her age. Everybody knew he was lying about their relationship. And from that moment on, every other year it seemed like he had some different sexual allegation that was leveled at him his entire career. So if y'all truly have a problem for his deviant sexual behavior, this dude should have never became an R&B sensation. Why? Because y'all wouldn't have supported him. Y'all don't like him. But y'all did support him. We seen him. Look right here. I mean, if that's not support, I don't know what is. If that's not these women supporting this dude, then you please tell me what support is. If that's not support, there's no such thing as support. Of course they supported him. And that's the reason why it's all hypocrisy. This is, I'm telling you, man, what they did to him is downright hypocritical, but I'm going to back off of that. You know what it is, second nature like breathing. We going to deal with this unedited, unscripted in the whole. I'm going to deal with it straight down the center of the plate. We're going to cover that, and then we're going to cover the photo like this one. It's a photo like this that you brothers may want to make sure this ain't your wife. But we're going to deal with all of it in the whole, you know what it is, second nature like breathing. If you want that video, send me an email, I'll get you the link. I got through it without really getting in trouble. Because at the end of the day,